Hello, hello, hello. This is Benjamin again. We are here on module 4, which is visualization and communication. We pretty much had a background to visualization in our previous module, in module 3. If you have not gone through that module, I encourage you to go through it. And while we don't want to waste time, let's just dive deep. So, what are we intending to learn in this course? We're gonna learn why visualization matters and how to keep our chart very easy and simple. That is very important. There's power in simplicity, especially during visualization. You don't want to complicate anything. So we're gonna learn how to build line bar, build a bar chart, histogram, how to plot a scatter plot with Matplot library. And we're also going to take a look at Seaborn, which is also used for plotting beautiful charts with pretty much less code. Then we're going to talk about a very important factor in data analytics, which is concerning communication. We must know how to tell a clear story with our data. This is as important as the technical skills that we are gaining in this course. So, and we're going to wrap up with an end-to-end data science workflow. Data analytics, I would like to call that data analytics workflow. So we'll continue to use our Model 2 data set, um, Model 2 cleaned data set, which of course by this time I believe every one of us have it. Um, Now this is the setup that we talked about earlier on. We will still continue using that. Um, so here we're gonna let's run this first, just to make sure we have our data set intact. Yes, we do have it. Now let's quickly go through visualization principle. Before writing a single line of code, it's important to understand why we visualize data and what makes a good chart. Um, a chart should always answer a question faster than a table of number. If that is otherwise, then the purpose is defeated, because the reason why we want to put our numbers that we have on our tables in a chart is to be able to have a quick insight, right? So the goal is clarity. If it's not giving clarity, then it's not helpful. Um, we should be able to design or plot charts that helps the reader or the stakeholder to understand a pattern, quickly check the trend and compare it quickly with previous happening or their status quo. So number one rule is just keep it simple. Make sure you keep it simple. Avoid any junk, any decoration that had no information. Make sure you do not run a 3D effect on a 2D data. Unnecessary grid lines are data are lines that connect our axis to our data points. So if you don't really need grid lines, or if it sees it's going to clutter up your plot space, then do remove it. Do not use it. Unnecessary graded fields, do not use it. Clip art or logos inside charts, avoid logos, my dear friend. This is not graphics design. This is supposed to give an insight. So you don't want to overcomplicate or over stress the brain. You want your point to just drive home as quick as possible. Uh, so another important thing is we have to know our audience, understand the level of technicalities so that you can be able to know which details and which numbers, which panel, uh, um, which type of concept you're going to be explained. If it's a very highly technical audience, then they can handle more details. They can punch numbers. Multiple panels works well with them. But if it's a non-technical audience like managers, clients, and You just need a clear title, one key message, and minimal jargon. So, another thing is, especially for us that do a lot of Excel, I know we are familiar with pie chart. When you have more than 4 or 5 slices, avoid pie chart. Uh, Pie charts are hard to read when slices are similar in size as well. Um, so when you see that what you are plotting is almost similar and the sizes are not distinguishable, sort of, just try and avoid it at that time. So you need to compare values precisely. So instead, you can use bar chart, which is human friendly, especially by sight. It's easy to compare using bar chart in that instance. Quick checklist for any chart that would pass a visualization test. We have some quick check that we use for them. The first thing is, does it have a clear title? Your title must be synchronized with what you are plotting. That's says a lot because that's the first thing the viewer wants to see. What are you plotting? What are you trying to say? So our axis labeled with units. Do you have units in your axis? Because you want to make sure that the numbers that you have on your axis are in the right unit and the viewer understand the um how to compare this number. If you put 1,000, is it 1,000 kg or 1,000 gram? So that is very important. Is the color meaningful? The colors that you're going to use is going to be must be very meaningful. It's not just to make it beautiful, but it's to distinctly differentiate different bars or labels or whatsoever that you have. So another thing is, can someone understand it in just 5 seconds? Um, so these are very important things that we need to put into consideration when we are plotting a chart. Yes, now this is an example of a pretty um, cluttered uh, visual versus very clean and easily readable chart. From in the left side is a cluttered or junk because merely looking at this, you're giving the viewer a lot of stress. The contrast is too high, and the color is a lot. Too many grid lines, too many numbers flowing out here. Uh, um, yeah, we have a lot going on here. You see the the border also is very thick, and the color of the border, which is black, is so obvious. So a lot of things are going on. There's no y-axis label, x-axis labels are missing, and um, what else? So sales data is not enough. You have to clarify it. This is transactions by product, which makes more sense. By the time you look at it, you see this is product by transaction. So these are many more things you get to know going forward as you continue to practice in visualization in the world of data science and analytics. So, so we are told to look at the cluttered chart above, list at least 3 things that make it harder to read. Write your answers in the cell below. So you can just um, pause the video, come back, and put something there. What do you suggest that can be improved? You can also put it on our WhatsApp group. Let's all discuss about it if we have anything to show. So for me, I said we have too many colors and thick black borders for the bars. making it visually noisy. You see, as I said, this is visually noisy. It's making my brain to overclock right now, you know. You remember that funny guy that says this something is making my head to headaching me. Yeah, that is exactly what I'm feeling right now. This chat, man, is making my head to headaching me. Yep. So it's noisy, visually noisy. So the next problem is unnecessary grid lines and distracting yellow background color. That's a chat junk. So imagine having a yellow background color on the red and blue and green and whatsoever, brown or purple, and oh my goodness, this is a lot of visual uh, tasking. So that doesn't look good. So data labels are missing, and y-axis already provide a scale. So you have a um bar, you are adding a bar number when the y-axis has already given us the scale.